Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Kelly's Creative Dream Studios, and it is Tag Tuesday. And I've got a unique tag for you today. You'll notice I have this digital. It is from Spectrum Art Creations, and it's part of a flash challenge, which means this digital is offered up for free in the Spectrum Art Creations and Friends Facebook group. Say that 3 times fast. And we have the opportunity to use this digital to make whatever we want in a flash challenge that is deadline is 4th of July. So here it is, July 2nd, so I've only got 2 days to see how many entries I can get in. Excuse me. And all of the entries go into a drawing for a $5 gift card to the Spectrum Art Creations store, online store. So you can't beat the opportunity. Free digitals, time to play with new stuff, and chance to win something. So this is what I'm working with today. I'm going to turn this because it looks like the bottom's cut off. There's the full digital. So I cut a bunch of these items out, and I'll show you what I settled on in a minute. I'm starting with this. This is Juniper Stars of Fossil. Juniper Stars on Fossil. Doesn't say the company, but one of the things I like about this paper is it looks like it was done on recycled paper, so you could use the back of this as well as the front. Now I have used my double oval punch from Stampin' Up. It is retired. And, oh, the other paper I used. Don't know if the scraps I have left have a name on the back of them, but let's see. I'm using this paper, Constitution, and I love this, but look at the back side of that. And I could have almost used the other side of that too, and I may in another challenge, so I'm going to lay those off to the side. But I'm going to see, yeah, there's nothing here that tells me what these papers are from. For those in particular, but the other one I'm using is this collection. And I'm looking to see, flipping through. Dang, I got a frog in my throat this morning. Okay. Patriotic Collage. So I'm betting it is from the Paper Studio because it's Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. So I'm betting this was a Paper Studio paper, and it's quite a neat collage. And what I've done is I punched this out and then matted it with that Fossil Stars. I'm going to hang on to those. So we're going to start with this Constitution paper, and I am going to run it this way because that's what I had initially planned. So we'll get our glue out here, and I'm going to run the glue here so that I know where my glue needs to be. Push up, make sure I'm in frame here. I'm going to do that. Make sure I've got my tag covered. Make sure my wording is right side up. That's always a bonus, isn't it? And I have not been able to find my roller. So I'm going to use this and make sure that I'm getting this squeegeed down good. And then I'm going to flip it over and slip my corners off. I had to go through this morning and clean my scissors all off. They all had a little sticky to them from doing things just like that. Take my rag here and see if I can get some of that off. Trim this off down here at the bottom. This is going to be a rather quick video this morning. My cat Spirit has been having some issues. Okay, this is part of that Paper Studio, and I've left the bunting and the God Bless America, and it's going to fit right on there, just perfect. Just perfect. So, I have to go into a consultation with the vet this morning. I think I know what his problem is, aside from the fact that he's 18 years old. He's never, ever had any health issues, but he has fangs, and he knows how to use those fangs, trust me. So I want to make sure that I think his problem is he's not eating. Because if I can water his food down, right now his favorite thing is the lickables, or I think they're called delectables from Friskies. If he can lick it out, basically drink it, he's okay. But that means he is not getting his urinary tract food, which means he's probably not going to continue to pee like he should. So I'm making sure that I want to get him something here, make him more comfortable. I'm going to put this right up here at the top, like that. And I'm going to dust the edge on this one. Just a little. I probably should have gone back and dusted this with Night of Navy instead of the walnut stain, but you know, you'll have that. So I'm going in for a consultation with the vet this morning. I love my vet. Both of them, both Dr. Mike and Dr. John, both know that I am capable when it comes to my animals. And so they listen to me. If they need to see the animal, by all means, they will, say, well, why don't you bring him in and we'll take a look at him. But I've already talked with Johnny about Spirit, and he's already discussed that at his age, he wouldn't recommend putting him under to have his teeth removed. So we'll just continue to keep him comfortable with those as long as we can. Now, I'm trying to decide if I want to pop that up. I don't think I do. Here's what I'm going to do. This is one of the cows. Now, this one does not have its own hat or crown or anything on it. So I'm just going to put him right there. And I have the crown that is part of that digital. And I'm just going to dust the edges here. Now, the original digital had dots on it, but trying to get those dots to cut out wasn't going to be fun. So I clipped the dots off, and what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to go back with stickles, maybe, or rhinestones. Oh, rhinestones would be good. Somewhere in here, I've lost an envelope that has my bigger dots on it. Hang on. There it is. For those of you who don't know, I do a lot of crafting over on the work table, which is where my office computer stuff is set up, and I do a lot of crafting over there. So I'm going to put a couple of dimensionals on this crown, just like this, and make sure they're positioned so that the dimensional won't show through the back. And we'll get the paper off the back of these. Now, some of these I've noticed when I pull the back paper off, the sticky wants to come with the back paper, and I've had to put glue to put them back down, but that's okay. And then we're just going to put his little crown up here, just like that. Now, I have a plan. Now, I have cut several of the images out. I have the papers laid out, so I want to be able to play with some options for the challenge. But what I want to do is I want to go through here and see. I think I've got some micro red dots over here. Those might work. They also might be a little big. I need to take my bling and categorize it by color or whatever and put dividers in here so when I start flipping through, I know what I have and I can get to them a whole lot easier. But I think those are going to be the ones I use because, they're there already. So I do have some pearls, but the pearls all seem to be pastel, and I don't want pastel. I don't think these are small enough. I really like the bling. I really, really like the bling. So let's go ahead and use these. I really love the bling. And I have plenty of red. I need 3, 4, 5. I need 5 of them. So let's go ahead and take the last 3 off of here. And I'm going to use my Stampin' Up! Pick tool here. Put the pick part away and use the spatula. And come right underneath. My problem with doing this is my fingers. and my trimmers, but you know, I work with what I got. I think I like Timmy better. I'd like it better if it didn't stick to my finger and stuck to the project. Let me turn it this way. And I'll show you why I decided to go with these 3 here in just a second. I'm going to put the red ones on every other one. And then I have some that aren't quite white. They're almost a peridot. Nope, don't like the blue. Don't like the blue. Not those blue anyway. Now we do have some blue ones on here, but I really want white. So let me drop these back in and see if I can find some white ones really quick that are tiny, tiny. Had gold, but I really want to use the white. Really want white. So the ones from Dollar Tree aren't small enough. I can tell that. These will work. And since they're not in a package, they'll work right there. Right there. Now we need to find something to put on the top of that tab, and I think I want some lace or ribbon, and I may even have, aha! Patriotic. I know it's here, there it is. Since getting the scrap rack stuff in order, I can just go over and pull my scrap rack category that I need, and this one has Patriotic, Summer, and Dad. And I can just flip this open. Don't want the Summer. I need the Patriotic stuff. And here's some loose stuff that I have. But let's see what I have for ribbons or fabric in here. This one might be cool. I think I want the whiter. Ooh, this one. Now this is a wire edged ribbon. So I'm going to show you how we fix this to where we don't have that hard edge of the wire. So let's start by finding our end. There we go. If I can get it off. There we go. Okay. Now I'm going to clip off what I need. Let's start right about here. Okay. And then we're going to push this through to where we get to pull the ribbon out so we don't have the wire edge. We have a nice soft edge. Just like that. And then we can come back here. It needs fudge just a little bit. Might be a little long, so let's trim it down. Okay, and now we're going to use this glue to seam it so that it will stay together and quit fighting with me. Just like that. And now it won't go anywhere. And that little piece of crumb laying there is bugging the heck out of me. Now we're going to give that just a second to dry. You know, and because now I have glue on my fingers, I'll be sticking to everything. And I'm going to come back in with my stapler that I can't find. That should have been over here. There it is. Now this will stick once it has a chance to dry. But I'm going to come back and do this number. Come on. Oh, can do it. It will do better when it's not sticking to me. And I'm going to go right there. Now that's a little brighter for this. Maybe I need to take some of this and coffee dye it. Once we get that punched into place, we can come back and do our second punch. Just like that. Put our stapler back where it belongs so we can find it. Now that's a little crooked. I'm going to live with it. But it needs something there. It needs something there. Not sure. Not sure. But we're going to leave it like that. There is my tag for Tag Tuesday, as well as one entry in the Spectrum Art Creations and Friends Facebook group 4th of July Digital Challenge. Thanks for joining me in the studio today. I hope you have a great rest of your week. Happy 4th of July, and I will see you back here on Friday with Show and Tell. Creative blessings.